Annie bringing vibes late at night. Podcast kings, they got the weird and the right. Tune in, folks, for stories of delight. Gossip on point, make you feel so light. Mike's hot, ready, set, go. Annie with the facts, Lee with the flow. Laughing out loud, don't you know? This duo's gonna steal the show. TikTok beat on this podcast stream. Lee and Annie cream with the streaming cream. Every episode's better than it seemed. Tune in now, make it part of your team.
Hello, we've got a new song.
What do you think?
Let us know either on wherever you listen to the podcast or YouTube, because they now get that loaded to YouTube.
They do. We're going to start doing videos when we can as well, but not
Yes.
yet. We haven't got that technology yet.
No, we're still trying to decide on what camera to use.
We are.
All we know is it's not a type of
No,
camera.
it's not a roll on to the next frame camera.
But yes, we have a new song.
We do.
I do want to pick up something that's in that song though,
Mm-hmm.
because it says Annie with the flow. No,
No.
sorry, Annie with the facts and Lee with the flow. So, is that saying that you're quite regimented with it and I just chat shit?
I'm the one with the pad.
She's got a notebook today, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
do. I've got a list.
So this one, I'm kind of blindsided on.
This one could go in any direction. Nobody knows. I don't know.
So yeah, let's find out what direction this is going to go in.
Yeah?
Take it away, Annie.
Right. So, if I'm sat down and I've got nothing to do and I'm not reading, then I'm generally flicking on TikTok looking for houses. I love looking around people's houses. I can't help it. I'm nosy. These videos come up on TikTok all the time of somebody out there cleaning road signs. I'm sorry, fucking councils throughout the country, throughout the fucking world need to employ somebody, just one bloke who loves power washing. And he could go around, he could clean all the fucking road signs. Because how many times are we driving somewhere and you go past a sign and you're like, that was the speed limit, but you couldn't see it
No, you're not wrong.
because it's covered in shit.
To be fair, I love watching them videos because they are so satisfying.
I just get stuck watching them because something will drag us into it and that's it. And then they start coming up on TikTok and then I'm just in a vicious circle of constantly seeing them.
Aye, but it's like them rug cleaning videos.
Oh, they were therapeutic. But now they've got a bit shit because everyone's trying to do them.
They're no rug doctor.
No.
I don't know if that was the actual name, but that one was bloody brilliant.
Yeah, where you'd see him with his white boots on and his brush.
Yeah, and it'd start off
in the rug.
fucking rug's black, you're like, and it's burnt, fuck that. And then it comes out with like cream. Like, what?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. He was good.
He was.
He really was.
To be fair though, I do like watching people power wash things.
I know. You had the video game.
I still have the video game.
You were that addicted to it. You were playing that video game and we had visitors. And now those visitors know you had that video game.
Can I also point out that said visitor was sat playing on it for that long and got so engrossed in it, he completely ignored everyone when they asked him if he was going for a tab.
Yeah, and he was still there when he came back in.
Exactly.
But what videos, right, do people find addictive? If you're on TikTok or YouTube or even Facebook. Facebook do reels.
Do you know, there's one load of videos that I just cannot get away with.
What's that?
Pimple poppers.
Oh, nah, it's gross.
It's like, no.
Yeah.
For some reason, I seem to end up having a lot of foodie ones.
It's because you spend a lot of time imagining food.
Apparently, it goes from my brain into my phone.
Yep.
And it goes, look at this food. It's like cheese.
I quite like them ones. You know the ones that do like the Reddit stories and you'll see them like decorating cakes. I love them ones. I've got our son into them now as well. He just sits there like, while he's watching it. He doesn't listen to the story. He's just watching the cake.
To be fair, some of them are really impressive.
They really are. They make it look so fucking easy. It is not easy decorating cakes.
No.
Do you remember the first birthday cake?
Gotta do it. Looked like somebody had spaffed all over it.
Yep, and then after eating it, I was ill for 3 days with a shit because of the fucking blue icing I'd put on it. Good God, my stomach. It was never been right since.
No, it hasn't. That is very true.
Oh.
I mean, it's just wrong.
But everybody's got to have, in this day and age of TikTok and Reels being everywhere, everybody's got to have them videos. Some people love the cleaning ones, and some of the cleaning ones, I've got one that I like watching because she's funny and she's honest. But you've got your cleaning videos, you've got your power washing videos, you've got your houses, like them tours with the agents.
Yeah.
Them ones are just amazing. But you've got all sorts of videos, so what's everybody else into? Because you flick on
All sorts.
TikTok and watch anything.
I do.
But I look for particular ones most of the time.
The one that's started to come up a lot at the minute on mine is he's a bloke with Tourette's who's telling you about his farm.
And the chickens.
Yes.
Oh, I ended up sitting watching funny chicken videos. Was it yesterday with the youngest in the car while you were getting the kids?
Yes.
Because you'd shown her that farmer with his chickens, and then you left, and I didn't know what he was called. I just had to search on TikTok for funny chicken videos.
See, I don't know what he's called either. I just know that he was called Chicken Fluffy Bastards. And it was hilarious.
She thought it was as well.
It's brilliant because he just like embraces the fact that he's got Tourette's. And he's like, excuse the swearing, but I do have Tourette's. Fuck off.
That Tourette's is not a disability. It's like a superpower because suddenly you can get away with swearing anywhere, anytime, no matter what. Tourette's is an ability I wish I had. I ain't got no excuse. I've just got a potty mouth.
Well, that'd be up there if it was just pure filth.
Yeah, more like a sewer mouth.
Pretty much. That's a long pause.
Yeah, I'm looking at my list and I'm trying to figure out what I was on about.
What, just then?
Yeah.
Videos? This is
right.
Part of like the whole brain fog thing.
It is. I've got to read my list and then try and figure out what I was thinking when I wrote it down. So, now, you can see my list if you want to.
No, that's fine. You can blindside me with them, it's fine.
This one is something that came up because every time I go in my car, I have to have mints. Like the Tree Bars extra strong mints. I have to have them. There has to be a tube of them in the car. And we were sat today in the car park, waiting for like 45 minutes.
It's what we spend half our like bloody doing.
It is. And we went through like a pack and a half of mints in that time. Constantly just picking them up and eating them. Because we had nothing else to do. We didn't even have any tabs. We were trying to be good and we just ended up eating an awful lot of mints.
I could breathe through my eyeballs. So I haven't recovered from that. They're still watering now. So, them mints aren't as strong as they used to be either.
They're not. They used to be proper, like, eye streaming, nose snotting mints in your face.
There was a bloke earlier when I went into the shop who just reminded me then. This was the entirety of what he bought. Stotties, or bread buns for anyone else everywhere.
It's a stotty.
A crate of Guinness,
and
3 packs of Fisherman's Friend. And I mean, they're quite strong with Fisherman's Friend.
They are.
They are.
They're good when you've got a cold.
Yeah. He didn't seem like he had a cold, but if he's having Guinness and Fisherman's Friend.
If he's having Guinness and bread, that's a good meal. But is he planning on pulling after the Guinness? Because Guinness can leave quite a pungent smell.
Make you shit yourself as well.
Yeah. But it can leave quite a pungent smell on the breath. Maybe he's wanting to try and like freshen it up and he only likes Fisherman's Friends. He might not like mints.
But if he's going to try and pull somebody with Fisherman's Friend, he'll knock the fuckers out.
He might just have really bad breath.
Well, the last behind the till didn't pass out, so I don't think it is.
Being behind a till, though, you are at a safe distance on the bad breath scale. Take a minute or two to hit you.
True. Well, I didn't walk into it either, so...
No? Maybe not. So, the question was, what do you have to have when you're in the car? Other than your e-cig? Because not everybody has them.
No. I do quite like having mints.
Yeah, because I sit there and just feed you them whenever I get them.
Pretty much. Something else that I do like having in the car is a drink. But I very rarely do.
My meds give me such bad dry mouth.
Yeah.
It is unbelievable. And if I don't have a drink around us, no matter what it is, I have to have something near us to drink.
I've seen you neck bottles of Lucozade, cans of Red Bull, all sorts, just to try and
talk normal.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like you're trying to eat sand.
Yeah.
But
God, do you remember when I got up with that cold the other week? Was it last week?
Yeah.
I got up and there was nothing. my whole mouth and throat were bone dry. I couldn't make a sound with my mouth. I had to come downstairs and just drink and drink and drink until I could talk.
Yeah,
It was awful.
You went through like a filter jug's worth of water, didn't you?
Yeah, and the big filter jug.
Yeah.
But has anybody got any weird things that you have to have in the car when you're going out? It could be like on a long trip maybe, or maybe even just if you're getting in and going to shop.
See, when we used to go on long trips as kids, we always had tins of mints or the travel sweets.
The ones you can get at the chemist.
Yeah, there'll be somebody out there that knows what they're actually called. The ones are like in powdered sugar.
Yeah.
We always had them, like fruit barleys as well.
They were like boiled sweets, sort of, weren't they?
Yeah, they were mint. Not literally mints, but they were really nice.
Yeah.
Because I thought I found them last year when we went away, but it was just butterscotch.
Yeah. I think you can still get them in the chemist sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes you can. I'm sure you can.
See, that it's not something that, like, I actively look for.
I don't, but I've seen these big tins of things where the sweets are.
Yeah. So I guess it would be them. But I like just having something sweet, generally mints. Because I do like humbugs.
Yeah, the son likes humbugs as well, doesn't he?
He does. It's the only mint that he likes.
Yeah.
He's been starting to get brave with them extra strong ones, though.
He has. He's trying them. Because everybody else in the car has them. He gets like the after effects as a waft.
He just sits there like, it's so hot. It's not, mate. Stop being such a wimp. To be fair, though, this is the second one who says that barbecue sauce is spicy.
He says anything he doesn't like, no, it's too spicy. Oh. He's hilarious.
He is.
Yep. So, something else kids related for all our parents out there. Now, we have been over the past, month or so, maybe a little longer?
Yeah.
Doing particular rooms of decluttering. And it started upstairs with the girls. We've got two girls that obviously share a bedroom. And their ages, they're still young. The youngest starts school this year.
Yeah.
So they're still young. But we went through and we got out 5 big black sacks of toys. Plus the toy cooker, like the plastic toy cookers you get.
The kitchen.
The kitchen. The toy kitchen and a doll's house all went to charity when we finally found a charity shop.
Oh, that pissed me right off. First charity shop that we went to.
We'd been in not long before and we didn't see many toys.
No. But we went in, it was a week later.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name and shame because I don't think they deserve it.
No.
If I'm honest with you. Waited until I'd emptied half the car. It was ram-packed.
Oh, it was.
For them to turn around and say, well, we haven't got space, so we can't take anything. And I'm just stood there looking at it. I was like, why the fuck didn't you tell me this when you saw me come in with the first 3 loads? And then the child said, I'm sure there's somewhere else that'll want it, because it's a shame for it just go to the tip. Fuck you. I will take it where I want.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, was another charity shop.
It was. It was like the regular charity shop that will go there and look round, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's the same place that we've donated loads of stuff to in the past as well.
Yeah, we do give a lot of donations to that charity shop. Because they never turn us away.
No. Ever. I mean, we were even talking to the manager the other day, weren't we?
Yeah.
He's funny, yeah.
He is.
He's brilliant.
I was probably shocked to find out that he does the deliveries. He delivers. If we get anything like furniture-wise, stuff we can't fit in the car, he delivers it. And I was like, it must be weird for you being in the shop today. It's like, what you on about? I'm the boss. And I'm stood there, I'm like, what? You was on the van?
Yeah, they said, oh no, only when they're short-staffed.
Which is all the time.
Well, apparently so. Who a bugger.
But yes, back to what I was saying. We decluttered all the girls' toys in there. And then we went through the clothes and got another 5 bags of clothes to go to charity from 2 wardrobes. And now, I mean, it's not even like we went through the wardrobes and like nigh on emptied both wardrobes of clothes. No.
Oh no, they're still like full.
They're both
to the point that you look at them, you're like, that's a healthy wardrobe.
Yeah.
You can see what's in there.
Not like when we opened the youngest's wardrobe and I was like, apparently I'm just going to get all this stuff on hangers out because if I pull one out, the rest's going to follow.
Yeah. It is quite poorly designed, that wardrobe as well, because where the bar that goes in between the 2 walls, if you like.
Like the bar that you put your hangers on.
Yeah. That's not held in very well.
No, just rests on.
It's held in by like 5 mil, and you can see it there. It's like, please, no more weight. I can't hold on much longer.
Yeah, you can. Poor
And
thing.
it's given up on me a couple of times.
Yeah, you open the door and it just falls and you're like, oh no, I haven't got time. But yeah, we went through their bedroom and we've done a really good job now. They've got no excuse for the floor being an entire tip with a little like foot wide path to the bed. Now you can actually see the floor. When they go up there, they can actually play on the floor. We got rid of loads of stuff out of there. And then when we did that, the son said to us, can you come and do that to my room? We were like, let us recover.
Here's a week.
And then we will. And then I got poorly and so did the oldest daughter last weekend. But over the holidays, I think we might do that with him and show him how we go about it. And let him see how we're quite brutal when we go into the girls' room, but we can't do that when they're in because the youngest gets really upset. Because she's only 4. She gets really devastated when she sees some of her favourite toys getting put in the bag that's got to go to the different kids.
But the thing with that is, it's like, yeah, but you're getting upset over toys that you've not played with in like
6 months, if not more.
Exactly. But I understand the kids. It's why they get upset.
It is. And we know we've got to keep some of the son's toys for the youngest daughter because she wants them.
Yeah.
But it might do good for all the kids to see how we go about decluttering their room.
Yeah.
Especially with the toys, because it's an ongoing progress. It has been since the oldest was a toddler.
Yeah.
It generally gets to Christmas or birthdays and we're like, right, we've got to go through your toys. We've got to take some toys from yours that you don't play with to take to the shop for the kids that don't have these toys. And that's how we've always put it over to them, that we donate them to a shop where mums and dads go who haven't got these toys for their kids and might not be able to afford to buy them brand new. But if your toys are really good and you've looked after them, we can take them to these shops, the charity shops, and those mums and dads can go there and buy them an awful lot cheaper than they are from the toy shop. And that's how boys and girls whose mums and dads don't have a lot of money can buy them cool toys. So we've got to give away the ones you're not playing with. Now, this, I'm going to roll into another point that I've got on my list.
What's this, point 3?
Oh, this was point 5, but they'll fit together well. So, this week, we were having a laugh with the kids. And they were sat at the table having their tea, and
I know where this one's going.
I can't remember what exactly was said. But something was said about lying. And lying, like me and Lee lying. And the kids lying to us.
We do have a bit of a thing with the kids that you don't keep secrets, but you keep surprises, so they know what the difference is. And we've always been very open and honest with the kids and said to them, look, it doesn't matter what's happened, it doesn't matter what you've done. If you come to us and you tell us the truth, the repercussions of that are going to be considerably less than if we find out you've lied to us.
And the eldest turned round to us while he was sitting at the table with his sisters and said that they have lied to us.
And they have been lying to us for...
We don't know how long because they won't tell us what they've lied about.
Yeah.
So that didn't go down very well.
It went down like a fucking lead.
I'm so sorry about the cough and I don't know what's going on. But yeah, they all thought it was funny as well when they were sat at the table, which really like...
Pissed you off.
Oh, that got me. Because I was sat at the other side of the room and I was like, it's not funny. I was like, it's not funny to lie. No matter what you lied about, it's not funny. Because we trust you to tell us the truth. And if you admitting to us that you have lied before, that means we're not going to trust you when we need to know that you're telling the truth.
It puts that little bit of doubt in the back of your mind.
It does. And I don't like that.
No, because at the end of the day, we should be able to trust them the same way that they trust us.
Yeah.
Because, well, trust in a big way. Well, there's the old saying, isn't there, about trust like a piece of paper.
Yep.
Once it's scrumpled up, you can
always see the creases.
Yeah, you can try and like flatten it back out, but you know that they're there.
Yep.
I mean, I know kids are gonna lie.
They are, and like we've tried to explain to them, telling a fib is different to telling a lie.
Yeah, because like if you try to hide something because it's a surprise for someone,
that did take a while of explaining to our kids because when our son started school, for some reason we got on about lying when he was in reception year, and I said to him, well, you can't keep secrets from Mammy. And he looked at me and I was like, well, you can't keep secrets from mummy because if something bad happens at school, you need to tell me so that I can speak to your teacher. So every time Lee was trying to get a surprise for me, the eldest was telling me because he couldn't keep a secret from mummy.
Yeah, trying to get you a bloody birthday present or a Christmas present, because obviously it was just after you started school, was an absolute fucking nightmare because of it.
It was.
And all you could do was sit there and laugh. Like, well, I told him he can't keep secrets. And that's when we kind of did it about the whole, like, secrets and surprises is different.
Yeah. Secrets are something that he can't keep from us. And he'll still come along and tell me anything that he's not sure if he's going to get wrong about.
Oh, yeah, but he won't tell me. Fuck all.
No.
It's like, oh, no, I can keep secrets from Dad. I can't keep them from Mum.
I was the one there who said it to him, and he took it literal.
Yeah, he did. And it's just something that it's always stuck with him, and it always will.
It has, but he needs to figure out that lies and secrets are the same.
Yeah, I don't think he's put the two together.
No.
Yeah.
There's like
This
a
is
line
that
in there where he thinks, well, this isn't a secret, it's a lie.
Yeah, so it kind of...
If I lie
deviated.
about this, I'm not going to get wrong.
But if I keep it a secret, I would.
Mm-hmm. So...
Sneaky little bugger.
Yeah. So, our parents out there, especially parents that have kids older than primary school age or further on in primary school, like above year 3, how did you treat lying?
So, like, how punishments?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what were the consequences in your house for your kids admitting to you that they lied, whether they told you what they lied about or not? Because ours won't tell us.
I mean, when we were younger, you know, sounding proper old man there. Back in my day, the biggest punishment was always you were grounded.
See, I said to you that as well, didn't I? I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, we could ground them, but they're in the house anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just kind of like, right, well, take the tech away from them that they love.
Well, even doing that though, we're shooting ourselves in the foot, aren't we? We've got the school holidays coming up.
Yeah.
This next week's half term after tomorrow.
And
it's just going to be a downhill battle.
Yeah. So we kind of came up with
the eldest, who loves to play on the Xbox, has lost the Xbox from Monday gone for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Doesn't get to play on it.
Nope.
He has, however, the smart-ass little shit that he is, been playing an awful lot of games on his tablet.
Yeah, he's been quite clever about that one. Fingers can't even be annoyed about it because he still puts it down and does stuff. He pays more attention to us when he's on his tablet than he does when he's on the Xbox.
Yeah, because you can be talking at him, you could be stood in front of him talking at him and he'd still be playing the game.
He'd just be looking around you.
Yeah, he would. He's a little shit.
Yeah, and I mean, for the girls, taking the tablets off them, that's just a bad idea.
Yeah, because you're just going to end up with the youngest throwing the biggest meltdown you'll have ever seen. She'd be torching houses with this meltdown. And as for the middle one, she'd just find something just as annoying to do.
She'd find something worse.
Yeah. That fucking song. That fucking song from TikTok. I used to have respect for Bruno Mars. I used to quite like him. Now, want to punch the little fucker in the face. Because of that fucking song.
I think they might know what song you're on about.
Fucking hope so.
If you don't, Google it. It'll come up.
Oh, it will.
It's like 3 letters.
Don't you dare.
I'm not.
Good.
That look was enough. I'm not doing anything. Jeez.
But yes, we're like quite... For the girls, we took away their privilege of going to the shop with Dad on a weekend. Because on a Saturday, Dad would usually take one of the kids, 9 times out of 10, one of the girls, with him to the shop. But we're getting strict on our saving, and we're not going to be doing those trips to the shop.
So, like, kind of having a bit of a punishment for the kids of them not coming to be able to pick out what they want. And it's kind of giving us a kick up the arse, like, well...
We don't really need to make those trips.
Yeah. So, we decided to take our own advice, which is kind of a tough pill to swallow, and actually become responsible.
Yeah. Try and get responsible with money this year for the rest of the year and be able to account for where it goes.
Plus, we need to be able to show the kids.
We do. We need to show the kids how you manage money.
Yeah. And if we can't manage money, it's kind of hypocritical of us to say, well, this is what you need to do, when we're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
That's exactly how we end up.
Yeah.
Skint.
just spending it on stuff we don't need,
Mm-hmm.
and then being like, oh, crap, we need this.
Yeah.
Well, I've got no money. Shit. But to be fair, we're not the only ones in that situation.
We're not, because
Loads of
everything's so
people-
expensive and money's so hard to come by these days. Because what you get don't go far enough.
No.
We need to make what we get go as far as actually humanely possible. So, like a lot of you out there, we're trying a lot harder now to watch where all those penny goes.
Yeah. And it is. You've got to stretch it as thin as possible.
Especially when you got kids.
Yeah. The worst thing to stretch as far as possible, petrol
Yeah.
or diesel.
The amount of times that is the worry for us. Because the basics, we generally always have in the basics.
Oh, yeah. There's always food for the kids.
Always food in. There's always milk. There's always bread. There's always tea bags. We've got the basics. But it's like things like fuel, money to go out places. Because when you take the kids anyway, I mean, taking them to the park even that's not free. You got to pay the parking these days.
True. But take them down to the beach before they decided to put parking meters in and everything. Like, oh, well, can we get ice cream? Can we get a drink? I can't say no.
No, and
Especially
then
when
there's the
it's hot.
days, especially when in the summer you take them, they get back to the car, you can see they're sweating like hell.
Yeah.
They're burnt red in the face from how hot it is and how hard that fucking hill is to get up.
And they've already drank the litre bottles that they've taken with them.
And you're like, I can't say no to a drink, but that's me last fiver.
Yeah. Find the cheapest shop that you can and get the biggest drink you can.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you're like, I don't just want to give them water.
No, you want something that'll hydrate them. It's
Yeah.
the sort of time where our middle now, she does gymnastics. So we try on a Saturday to have her a bottle of Prime.
Yeah.
Because she gets so warm doing her gymnastics.
She does, bless her. To be fair, they all get really warm. You can see, like, when they come out, the little lads and lasses.
They do. You can see they all come out and they flushed and everything.
Yeah, and you've got all the mums and dads stood there with the drinks and stuff ready to hand to them. Like,
but you're not just stood there with drinks, are you? You stood there. We stood there and we given our middle one a tracksuit to put on because she's got hot in the gym, but then she's going to be going out into the cold car park.
Yeah.
Which isn't hot, so she needs something to keep her warm so she can cool down naturally and it's not a shock to her.
Yeah. I mean, in the summer, it's going to be a nightmare because it's going to be hot inside and outside for her.
But in the summer, she's going to be putting a pair of shorts on and going.
Yeah, and that'll be it.
She'll not have to put the tracksuit on, it'll just be a pair of shorts and she can go to the car.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be so bad. But at the minute, you've got to try and like stabilise the body temperature so she's not getting a shock when she goes outside.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you need to keep her hydrated. So we came up with the idea. The eldest loves Prime. He didn't get it for a long time because I banned him.
You did. And then I caved.
And then Lee caved and said he could have Prime if Mum said he could. So the oldest, I'm ill in bed. 2 weeks with the worst migraine I've ever had. 3 weeks, sorry. Really ill. I'd been to hospital when it first started. Really, really ill. And I've had migraine since I was a little kid. So this was really, really bad. And I'm laying in bed because the only place I could be where I was safe. And eldest child comes upstairs. And it was his day to go shopping with Dad. And he comes up. Mom wakes me up. What? Dad said I can have Prime if you say yes. Eh? Dad said I can have Prime if you say yes. I was like, the only word I heard there was Prime. Dad said he'll get us some Prime if you said I can have it. What? Why? Other kids have it. And I'm laying there in bed like, the fuck am I supposed to say? Here, you twat. At which point I said to me, I'd come and get you so we could find out what Primes were. Because I knew one of them was an energy drink and he wasn't having that.
No.
But then we found out about Prime hydration. So from then on, the eldest child has been allowed Prime. Now, you try and explain the difference from... We've got a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 4-year-old. You try and explain the difference between the 7-year-old, the 5-year-old, and the 4-year-old. Why is he allowed it and we not? Fine, make it 3 bottles of Prime, which has bit you in the arse because it's quite expensive when you're getting 3.
It is. However, it started when we went out for the day, if you remember, down to Scarborough, because it was so bloody hot. And the kid that had ice creams, drinks.
They'd had like the big litre bottles of juice that we took with us.
Over. And they'd had all sorts. And they were absolutely loving it.
They were.
And then we came out of the ice cream shop.
No.
Was it not?
No, it wasn't the ice cream shop. I think it was the arcade when we'd met up with your cousin.
Oh, yeah. We came out from there, didn't we? In the heat.
You just walked into a wall of heat.
It was like, my God.
And I was like, there's a shop along here. We can get drinks in.
Yeah.
Let's go and get some drinks. And we all went in and got drinks.
And you
then
came out with the 3 bottles of Prime?
You went out with the kids. And I went to the fridge, which was actually at the front of the shop, and I thought it was at the back.
Yeah.
And I came out with 3 bottles of Prime because it was either Prime or fizzy.
And I just looked at you like, huh? It's like that, is it?
Yeah, you costed me fucking £6 for drinks for the kids. Your fucking fault. It cost me.
I gave you my card.
I paid.
Some sound logic there, to be fair.
In fairness, it cost as well for a fan that you had to buy me because I was sweating like fuck.
Yep.
I was like a melting old man. It was disgusting. People were just staring at me because sweat was running down my face. It was absolutely horrendous.
You did fully debate walking into the sea.
I fully debated my life. I thought I was going to melt before I got home.
Yeah, then we got back in the car, which surprisingly was quite cool.
It was.
Considering it had been sat in the sun.
Yeah, there was no shade because we were parked on the front street of Scarborough.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Mm.
And then put the aircon on. And that was the noise you made as well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, it was a gorgeous drive.
Oh, it was an absolutely beautiful day. We had the best day. The worst thing about it was how devastated the kids were. Because we'd said we would go on the beach later and we didn't make it onto the beach before the tide came back in.
And it came in quite a long way.
Yeah, very fucking fast.
Yeah, which was a surprise to you, wasn't it?
Yeah. 1 minute, the tide's all the way out in the distance. And then you come out of, where was it? The fish shop?
Was it the fish shop?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'd been to the fish shop and walked back down and we were sat in like the bus stands eating the fish and chips, weren't we?
Yeah, and I was like, fucking hell, look at that. The tide was right up.
And you had like fully grown adults in up to like the waists.
Yeah. Properly came in fast. But we had to promise that next time we go there, we're doing the beach first.
Yeah.
So I'm quite looking forward to that because I want to have a look for some sea glass.
Fair enough.
Because where we live, in the county we live in County Durham, there is a beach called Glass Beach. And we go there quite a lot when it's not too horrifically cold or snowing. Throughout the year, we go there quite a lot, don't we?
Yeah, it's somewhere that the kids absolutely love because it's not just like they can go there, build sandcastles, run about on the beach. They can go looking for stuff. I mean, the eldest, he absolutely loves moonstones.
He does.
And any time he finds it, he gets so excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, mate.
But then you'll have the other two as well, the 2 girls.
Especially the youngest, if she finds something pretty.
Oh, she loves just looking through the stones.
Yeah.
She'll pick up stones and she'll bring them to us and show us them. Look, pretty stone, mummy.
She's like an otter.
She is.
Really quite funny. It's really cute, though.
It is. And then they'll find bits that are just like, because this beach is a lot of like pebble beach.
Yeah.
But it's not all pebble. There is sand there.
It's probably like 60-40 split.
Yeah. She'll go off, she'll find a patch of sand, and there you are. She's got a bucket. As long as she's got a bucket, she's happy because she'll go and get her water from the sea. She'll bring it up. She'll pot on the sand and she'll build sandcastles. And then when all that water's gone, she'll go back to the sea.
Yeah. She has a proper little conveyor belt by herself.
She does. She absolutely loves it. On days, we get 2 days a week when the kids are at school that are just us, the 3 of us. And they're her mummy and daddy days. And on those days through the week when the weather's nice, we'll go down there with her.
Yeah.
And we'll be sitting on the stones or on me stool.
Yeah.
And we'll just watch her play. And we'll be looking through for sea glass and she'll be having a blast. On the way home, she'll be sitting there, fingers in her mouth, playing with her hair because she's tired. Because she's had fun.
To keep telling her, stop sucking your fingers, especially when you've been to the beach.
I know.
Must taste horrific.
It must be painful when she has a shit. It must be like shitting sandpaper. It must.
Oh.
I can't imagine shitting out sand's going to be comfortable.
Well, on that horrific thought for us and the lovely listeners, what's your next point? Without saying so.
Right.
Are
Nah.
you going to pick on me here?
No.
Oh, good.
I'm picking on the youngest.
All right.
She goes to nursery. She's in preschool 3 mornings a week. And she starts before school time, before the other two go to school. And we pick her up after dinner. Perfect for us. It means we can get stuff done.
Yeah.
Ideal. One fucking day she can come out of nursery. Fine. She can wake up the next day. She's fucking ill. She's like death on legs. And who's she going to cough at? Who's she going to sneeze at? Who's she going to put her dribbly fingers on the face of? Me and you.
Yep.
Why are children so magnetic once they're ill to passing it on to the parents?
Because parents see them and they're like, oh, come here, come get a cuddle. And as you pick
I
them up,
don't.
they're like open mouth cough in your face, like, great, I've got fucking nursery disease.
I don't. Get away, you leg-ridden thing. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Every time, right, since I was little, every time I get a cold, I get a really bad cough.
You do.
Which is why I'm coughing now. I can't help it, I can't stop it. It's every time I'm talking, I start coughing.
Yeah, and I know how
Some of my coughs get really, really, really bad.
they do. They sound like you're a dog barking.
Yeah, I literally sound like a seal.
Yeah.
Sometimes. It's horrible. And I get, like, the kids will give me colds so often. I'm like, no, get away, no. Oh, too late.
Yep.
You've just ran your snot all down us.
So I'm the one that has to deal with all the snot.
I'm not too bad with snot. I can wipe their noses. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
if they
sick.
sneeze and it comes out the nose, they're like, yeah, help me.
I'm like, wipe your nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Start retching. I can't help it.
And I've got to deal with that. And then, like you said, I've got to deal with sick as well.
I can't help it. They both mix for me. If I see too much snot hanging off someone, I'm going to be sick.
Yeah, but when the kids are sick, you're like, nope, go see dad.
Yes, they're thrown up.
I mean, look at when
I don't deal with sick and I don't deal with snot.
the kids had the bloody norovirus. It started off with the middle one where she projectiled all over that poor lass at nursery.
It wasn't funny. It must have been horrendous for the poor girl. They just changed her pants. She was in trainer pants. She was trying to potty train. And she stood her up to pull her pants up. And the middle child just threw up all down it as she stood up.
Projectile in her hair,
In her face.
down her
Uniform. Oh, poor
all
girl.
everything. And I got a phone call saying, oh, can you come and pick her up, please? She's projectiled on one of the staff. I was like, oh, shit. Yep, no problem. I'll come down. So I went down, and the poor lass is there. And you can tell she's just had, that was like the end of the day for her.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring the middle one back. Like, oh, what's have you been eating some of all that? No.
No, it was like all night, wasn't it? Poor kid.
Yeah. Now, there is something that there's a story that I can actually tell you about when the middle one had the norovirus.
Mm-mm.
She had quite long hair.
She did. It was like past her shoulder blades.
Yeah,
it was quite long.
It was a good length, and I'd taken her upstairs to get her changed because she'd been sick downstairs. I was like, come on, let's get you upstairs, let's get you changed and everything. And she said, I'm going to be sick again. And I grabbed her and I ran into the bathroom and I put her down. And she started retching. I went to grab her hair and tip her forward at the same time. I completely missed and kind of slipped with her. As she was sewing up, I kind of dumped her hair into the toilet while she was being sick. And then I had to pull her like back up and like the sick hair
Oh,
and, like,
lovely.
flick it down into the toilet and hold her while she was being sick and crying because I dumped her in a toilet full of sick. I had to get her in the shower afterwards.
And this is like after that happened, he literally stood her in the bath, got her clothes off, and started showering her. But then he shouted down to me, "Don't run the tap. I need to shower this
Middle
one."
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, just get her sorted, we're fine. So all I knew was he'd gone upstairs, he was getting her changed, she'd been sick again, so I think he'd said something about you nearly dropped her in the toilet.
Yeah.
And he decided he needed to get her in the shower, and I'm like, okay, fair enough. That's fine. But apparently you dunked her head first into sick. You disgusting twat. And can I just point out here, right? I don't have a weak stomach. I used to work in care, in elderly care homes. So I don't have a weak stomach at all. But there's two things I can't deal with. One, I was only ever put off by working in care. And there was one client who used to, like, snot up on himself, on his clothes, like on the fronts of his tops and stuff. I walked into the lounge one night when I was doing night shift, and here he is just covered in snot.
Oh.
And I was supposed to help him get changed, and I couldn't. I was retching. I just had to leave, and leave the other lass to deal with it. I hadn't been bad with snot until then. That was what put me off snot. It was just, nah. But I've never been able to deal with sick. Ever. I used to, like, I'd be flinging and kicking and, like, throwing a right tantrum when I was throwing up when I was a kid because I thought I was going to choke. Never been able to handle sick. Ever. And when the kids have been ill when you were working and they've been ill then and I've had to deal with it, I have dealt with it to a point of, it's okay. Well, you can go straight to the toilet. If you feel sick, go to the toilet and shout at me. And bless him, the eldest would. He had no problems with that. Neither did the middle one when she was tiny. She knew, because I would always give them a bucket if they were in the living room.
Yep.
Or they could run to the toilet because we used to have a downstairs toilet. So they knew what to do if they felt like they were going to be sick. And they'd just stand there over the bucket or the toilet. And the middle one would be holding her hair back and everything, waiting on me getting there to tie her hair up and stand with her and comfort her. Yep.
The head above looking the other way.
Yep. But I used to deal with sick to that extent. I could not, however, be squeegeeing the sick off the fucking hair.
I didn't have much choice.
Because you dunked her head first into a sick full toilet.
She slipped.
I don't care. It's disgusting.
She's fine.
Now,
She was
Bryce
fine
is not
afterwards.
traumatised.
She was fine afterwards as well.
All she saw was a toilet full of sick coming at
No, all she saw was a hair come round.
it. Even better.
Yeah, she didn't see it coming.
That hair that I cut off like 2 years ago.
I was gutted that day.
You were.
God, just sat there and she said that she wanted a haircut. I was like, alright, fair enough.
I'd been cutting the oldest.
Thinking it'd just be a trim for her.
Yeah.
As it turns out, she went from hair from, what, just above her arse?
Nearly her waist.
To her shoulders.
Yeah, sit on her shoulders. Turned out she wanted her hair like a teacher.
Yeah.
After the first day of school.
Yep.
But yes. So, this comes from this recent cold I've had.
Yes.
Which I got from the youngest.
Yes.
The mini boss.
Yes.
She came out of nursery fine one Thursday, which is her last day at nursery. By the Friday, she's walking around like a little fucking snot zombie.
She was bad.
She was ill. She really was ill with it. She had it bad. Over that weekend, I caught the cold, snot, horrific stuff, everything, properly feeling ill by the Sunday. We usually go and visit family on the Sunday afternoon, me and the kids, and I cancelled that because by the Sunday, middle child was ill, I was ill. Middle child hadn't even made it to gymnastics.
No, that's how bad she was.
She was really poorly by Saturday morning,
Yeah.
and we both agreed, like, no, she's not going to gymnastics this week. She needs the time off because she's got a really worse cough than I have.
Yeah.
And the exercise wouldn't have done her good.
No.
And by the Monday, I ended up being put on antibiotics for something completely unrelated to the cold. I did not get antibiotics for the cold.
No.
But I had antibiotics for a different infection. I had a really bad cold and the antibiotics gave me a really bad case of the shits. I couldn't keep anything in. I was constant up and down to the toilet. It was horrific.
Yep.
And for like 3 days, I was like death in a chair. 2 of those days, I slept them nights in said reclining chair because the coughing was that bad upstairs. The first night, I came down at like 2 o'clock or something because I was like, he's going to get no sleep. He's going to be whinging on like hell tomorrow because I've kept him up all night. And then he's had to get up ridiculously early with the kids for school. I might as well just go downstairs. At least down there, they're not going to hear us. And then I get unceremoniously woke up
Bad, yeah.
at the eldest screaming at the 3 cats, who were having a massive hissy fit near the table and banging into everything that made noise on the floor. And I'm just sat in a recliner. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought the world was ending.
Well, it was for you because you got woke up.
It was. I don't like being woke up.
You don't like waking up naturally either.
No. My favourite bed, my favourite place in the world is my bed. It always has been.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is my list of rants.
Fair enough.
Does anybody else get really pissed off, though, when the kids make you ill and then something unrelated to the kids also makes you ill at the same time? And it comes together like some
A
sort...
shit sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does unfortunately happen to everyone.
It does, and it's horrible. Why do those 2 things have to happen at the same time?
Just
Do you need to be punished for having children? Are the children not enough punishment?
Apparently not.
They should be.
Yeah. Well, I've got nothing. It's been you this episode.
It has.
It's been nice.
I don't know, you'll have to ask the listeners because all I've done is like rant from a list.
Yeah, you've done really well with your ranting.
I have. I feel a lot better now.
Good. Well, yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about the song, especially.
Yeah, definitely about the song, but also on anything we've talked about. Well, I've talked about.
Yeah, and I've had minimal input on
Yeah.
for a change. But don't worry, normal service will resume.
When he thinks of something to talk about.
Yeah, so until next time, see you later.
See you later.